Hello YouTubers. Well, what am I up to in this video? I got some flat plate steel here. I got a piece of 1/4 by 10, a piece of 1/4 by 6, and a piece of 1/2 by 2.5. So what am I going to be doing with it? Well, this is going to be going on the old Timberjack 450 skidder. I'm going to do a little bit of a cab or canopy repair there to well, the top front part of the canopy was butchered up a bit there when I got the machine, so I'm gonna go about correcting that. And we got steel, we got torch, we got welder, we got grinder, so we're gonna get busy. And just gonna do a few little snapshots here and there as I go along here and show you what I'm doing. Okay, so what I got going on here is on the old 450 Timberjack here. Up on these machines here up top here, usually on the front of the cab, they always have kind of like a weather shield built into part of a muffler box, is where usually you have your exhaust. Well, they've got a muffler turned sideways in there, and then it feeds out the back of the machine, usually on top of the canopy. They took it all off. There's a brace that goes across here, usually in the top part of the canopy, that supports that box that bolts down to it, that front canopy. Now what they did was they literally butchered that all out and cut that brace out of there, and they had they had an old exhaust muffler from a highway tractor unit on here, and it stuck way up in the air. So what they did to try and protect it was they had welded all kinds of, they made like a big hay rack out of, well, it looked like a hay rack anyways. They'd used a bunch of channel iron and angle iron, and they had it welded up on top of the canopy up there, and they had brackets down on the nose of the front of the machine here, which, by the way, it got hooked somewheres, and of course when you're working in the bush, that's very much a possibility, a reality. And they kind of bent the front of the top front of the grill here, which is all heavy 1/4-inch plate steel, bent steel. It's bent up a little bit, but I cut those crappy brackets they had off of here a long time ago, but I had never ground the welding down until just now here. I finished grinding this off, and I cleaned up those old welds up top there and cleaned some of the rust off, ready to reattach and weld in my new plate steel. I'm going to make a new canopy on the front here, because what's happening there now with the canopy being, the cab being sort of a little more open on the front, is every time you're working in the bush for a little bit, if you bump a tree or something, all the snow comes down and ends up on your lap and on your knees and gets you wet. Part of that is a deflector for keeping tree twigs and stuff out of the operator platform, and along with the rain and snow type of things. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and start manufacturing this new pieces in there, and put this back correct to where it's way it's supposed to be. Well, we're back at it here. I got all my material, got my pieces of steel here cut and fitted here. I spent about an hour and a half here pre-cutting material and getting the upper part of this canopy repaired here, and getting it fixed the way it's supposed to be. A little earlier in the video here I mentioned that I had 3 pieces of steel that I was using in here. Well, actually a piece of 10" by 1/4 flat plate for the upper part of the canopy, and a piece of 6" by 1/4 flat stock here for the other drop down portion, and then a piece of 1.5" by 2.5" for part of the brace in here. I forgot to mention I was also adding a piece of box tubing in here, structural tubing, for strengthening up this this canopy. Now I don't think this had this in here. They just had some kind of a piece of flat plate across here originally from the factory as a brace in here. But I'm going ahead and adding a piece of structural box tubing in here, the exact same size as these limb risers, or the rollover protection structure part of the cab here. They were all this. The cab structure is made out of 2.5" box tubing, along with the limb risers. That's what they call these here, that come up from your from the grill here from the front of the grill of the machine up to your upper cab section here. They were all the same size. So anyways, they didn't have a, like I say, they had cut this brace out to make that stupid protector here for that. They had it welded at an angle across from here and across from over here, right down behind me here to the front of the grill here. And right here is the exhaust stack here on the machine here. And they had that muffler sticking up about it was sticking up about 4 feet in the air here. So they had to make a big rack to try and protect that thing, and instead of just doing a proper job, and well, instead of replacing the original resonator can that was on here, I'm just running straight pipe. As some of you that watch my videos, you know, it's loud like a bugger, but anyways, simple, straightforward. Anyways, in the meantime, this whole structure is left open and unprotected, and it's easy if you get hit in the bush for this thing to get bent. I think at some point here, actually, I went ahead and a couple of years ago when I was working on it, I never got back to it. Like a lot of projects you take on, it seems you never get back to these things and finish them up like you should. But anyways, so I've gone ahead and pre-cut all my material, got everything fitted up here a little earlier here, got this all cut. Now I've gone ahead and I've welded I just have the top section here welded in here. I'm going to go ahead and weld the rest of it around here and get this welded up nice here. This is squared up and true to the cab. It's all good here, so I'll bring you back here when I make a little further progress here. But anyways, to show you the process of what I'm going through here. Got this welded in here now. Like I say, I'm going to finish welding it, and then we're going to add the top plate, and then I got to set this one in here, and then get my my front brace plate in here for the support for the other part of the canopy right there. So anyways, bring you back here when I get a little further along. Okay, you can see here that I finished welding the structural box tube in place here. Got that buttoned up, and then I laid my first piece of plate up open top over here. Got that tack welded down, and now I'm going to get the secondary drop one in here, the front shield in, and then I got to get that brace in. So anyways, just keep on moving along here, getting everything tacked together, and then once I have everything tacked in place, then I'll start welding everything down here permanently. So okay, well, you can see here I've now got everything tack welded in place. I got my main upper flat piece on the roof extension. I got the front tapered shield down, and then I've got that piece of 1/2 by 2.5 flat under the front over here. I got everything tack welded in place, and all the corners and a couple other spots. So everything is past mock-up stage now. It's well, it's set in its final spot where it's going to be, and now it's just literally pour the welding to it. So, and no, I'm not MIG welding. This is a good old stick weld here. I'm using just 3/32 6013 here, easy to weld rod. Well, it's a good rod for doing this kind of work. A lot of people disagree with that, but that's what I've used, and it's what we've used here for many years, besides 7018. Anyways, this is what I use, and it's what I'm used here. So anyways, just giving you an idea, this is the unit all put together here. So anyways, so I'll continue on, and when I hopefully I'll get a final finish. This is a semi-finished product, and I'll show you my welds when I get it all finished up here. So well, here we go, the finished product. This is after it's all said and done, got it all welded together. This is a couple of days after the last clip here, because I continued on welding there, but I spent about an extra hour and a half, 2 hours there welding everything down, and then I went ahead and cleaned up all my welding spatter on here. You can see where I ran the grinder over in places here and touching up, and around some of the edges of the seams where you always get a few rough spots and stuff. So anyways, that's the finished product. I'll try and get a shot down here on the ground here right away, but just some of my like I say, got a continuous bead of weld here right across the top of the canopy here to seal it off, so it doesn't drip and leak on me here when I'm sitting on the machine. And you can see here how everything is welded up and into place here, and yeah. Just a little view here from where I'm sitting here on the machine. So as you can see here, this closes up the front of the cab here quite nicely here, so it doesn't affect my, as you can see here, it doesn't affect my field of view here when I'm sitting in the actual operator's platform here much. Brings this part of the shield down here. Like I say, it protects me quite a bit more here from debris here in the front, and also keeps a lot of rain and snow away from all my operator controls and stuff here. Before that here, it was open right here, and it would come down here, like I say, and it falls right on your knees here when you're sitting on the machine, get you all wet if you're snowing, or if you bump a tree that had snow on it. So I kind of overbuilt it, I guess, but like I say, it's strong and it's safe, so that's the main thing. I'm very pleased with it. It turned out quite well, and like I say, it doesn't affect my field of view or vision here whatsoever. It's it worked out quite well. So, well, there we have it, the finished product. I think it doesn't look too bad. Zoom in a bit. Yeah, so gives a lot more protection on the platform there when you're sitting on the machine. It makes a nice weather shield, and also keeps a lot of the dirt and debris out of the cab from the operator platform area. Also, it's good and strong. It helps brace up the cab and makes it safer for me if a broken treetop should come down on the front of the machine. So anyways, everybody, I'd just like to say a big thank you for stopping by and checking out this video. I do appreciate all of you stopping by, and don't forget to leave a comment, and you know the old routine: like, share, subscribe. I hate asking, but unfortunately that's how it is here on YouTube. Anyways, thanks everybody for stopping by, and we'll see you all on the next one. Till then, take care.